There's a wound that doesn't come from hitting or yelling. It comes from a child who calls out again and again, and no one answers. Who holds up something they made, and no one looks. Who feels sad, and no one asks. And when that goes on long enough, you learn a quiet, brutal lesson. Maybe my feelings don't matter. Maybe it's safer if I stop needing anyone at all. Psychology has a name for it: the wound of the ignored child. And here's the strange part. When that child grows up, they can look like the most put-together person in the room. Independent, easy to be around. They handle everything alone. They always say they're fine. But underneath sits a fear buried so deep they can't even see it. That if they ever really spoke up, no one would stay to listen. Picture a 5-year-old with a bleeding knee running to their mom in tears, and she's looking at her phone. The child stands there sobbing, and no one turns around. So the kid stops crying, wipes the cut, and learns something they'll never say out loud. Maybe what happens to me isn't important enough for anyone to stop for. Nobody got hit. Nobody screamed. Just an ordinary afternoon a parent wouldn't even remember. But you remember. Not as a memory, as a belief carved in deep. That's what makes neglect so dangerous. Abuse leaves marks people can see. Neglect leaves nothing. Just a child learning that silence is the only answer the world gives back. And you adapt. You build masks, doing everything alone so you never have to feel rejected. Chasing achievement, trying to force the world to finally see you exist. Pleasing everyone, because if you keep them happy, maybe they won't leave. Or giving up entirely, because if you never hope, you can never be crushed. But here's what almost no one notices. You got quietly better at one thing than anyone around you: reading people. You had to survive. You feel someone's pain before they say a word. And that's the cruelest paradox. The person who understands everyone the most deeply is usually the one no one understands. You give empathy like breathing. You just can't receive it. The good news? The brain isn't set in stone. Every time you act against that old defense, naming your hurt instead of hiding it, asking for the small thing, speaking up and being met with warmth, you rewire yourself. Slowly, your nervous system learns a new truth. I'm safe. My needs get respected. And this doesn't just free you, it breaks the cycle. So one day your own kid runs in breathless with some ridiculous story, and even though you're exhausted, you put the phone down. You get level with their eyes. You listen. And you become the mirror that says, you exist, you matter, and what you feel counts. So tell me, which mask did you recognize yourself in the most? Someone out there needs to hear they're not